Hello and welcome to the cinema screen. Today we are going to look at 8 best movies of Jennifer Lawrence. Are you a fan of Jennifer Lawrence? Then you must watch these 8 movies of hers. Number 8, Mother. Mother is a 2017 American psychological horror film written and directed by Darren Aronofsky. It stars Jennifer Lawrence, Javier Bardem, Ed Harris, Michelle Pfeiffer, Domhnall Gleeson, Brian Gleeson, and Kristen Wiig. The film follows a young woman whose tranquil life with her husband at their country home is disrupted by the arrival of a mysterious couple. The film has been interpreted in many different ways, but it is generally seen as an allegory for the relationship between the creator and the creation. Mother can be seen as a representation of Mother Nature, who is being exploited and destroyed by man. The film has also been interpreted as a commentary on the nature of art and creativity. However, the film also received some praise for its performances, particularly those of Lawrence and Bardem. The film's visuals were also praised, with many critics noting the stunning cinematography. Overall, Mother is a challenging and divisive film that will stay with you long after you have seen it. Number 7, Red Sparrow. Red Sparrow is a 2018 American spy thriller film directed by Francis Lawrence and written by Justin Haythe, based on the 2013 novel of the same name by Jason Matthews. The film stars Jennifer Lawrence, Joel Edgerton, Matthias Schoenaerts, Charlotte Rampling, and Jeremy Irons. It tells the story of a Russian intelligence officer, Dominika Egorova, who is sent to make contact with a CIA officer in the hope of discovering the identity of a mole. Red Sparrow is a dark and gritty spy thriller that explores the themes of power, betrayal, and revenge. It is a challenging film that will stay with you long after you have seen it. Number 6, Passengers. Passengers is a 2016 American science fiction romance film directed by Morton Tildum and written by John Spates. It stars Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt as 2 passengers on a spacecraft traveling to a colony 120 light-years from Earth, when the 2 are awakened 90 years early from their induced hibernation. However, the film also received some praise for its performances, particularly those of Lawrence and Pratt. The film's visuals were also praised, with many critics noting the stunning depiction of space travel. Overall, Passengers is a flawed film with a controversial premise. However, it is also a visually stunning film with strong performances from its cast. Number 5, Winter's Bone. Winter's Bone is a 2010 American coming-of-age mystery drama film directed by Deborah Granick and adapted by Granick and Rossellini from the 2006 novel of the same name by Daniel Woodrell. The film stars Jennifer Lawrence as a poverty-stricken teenage girl named Ree Dolly in the rural Ozarks of Missouri who, to protect her family from eviction, must locate her missing father. The film explores the interrelated themes of close and distant family ties, the power and speed of gossip, self-sufficiency, poverty, and patriarchy as they are influenced by the pervasive underworld of illegal meth labs. The message of Winter's Bone is one of strength and resilience. Ree Dolly is a young woman who is faced with many challenges, but she never gives up. She is determined to protect her family and to find her father, no matter what the cost. The film is a powerful reminder that even in the most difficult circumstances, there is always hope. Number 4, Don't Look Up. Don't Look Up is a 2021 American satire disaster film directed by Adam McKay and written by McKay and David Sirota. The film stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence, Rob Morgan, Jonah Hill, and Meryl Streep. It follows 2 low-level astronomers who must go on a giant media tour to warn humankind of a planet-killing comet that is on a collision course with Earth. The film is a satire of the government, political, celebrity, and media indifference to the climate crisis. It has been praised for its humor, its cast, and its timely message. Don't Look Up is a dark and satirical film, but it also has a message of hope. The film shows how the human race is capable of great indifference and stupidity, but it also shows that there are still people who are willing to fight for what is right. If you're looking for a film that will make you laugh, cry, and think, then Don't Look Up is definitely worth watching. Number 3, The Hunger Games: Catching Fire. The Hunger Games: Catching Fire is a 2013 American dystopian science fiction action film directed by Francis Lawrence from a screenplay by Simon Beaufoy and Michael DeBryan, based on the 2009 novel Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. The sequel to The Hunger Games, 2012, it is the second installment in the Hunger Games film series. The film stars Jennifer Lawrence, Josh Hutcherson, Liam Hemsworth, Woody Harrelson, and Donald Sutherland. The film takes place 6 months after the events of The Hunger Games, and follows Katniss Everdeen and Peeta Mellark as they embark on a victory tour of the districts. However, their victory has inspired rebellions throughout Panem, and President Snow is determined to crush them. The Hunger Games, Catching Fire is a visually stunning film with an exciting and suspenseful plot. The film is also a powerful allegory for the dangers of oppression and the power of hope. If you're a fan of dystopian fiction or action movies, then you'll definitely want to check out The Hunger Games, Catching Fire. It's a great film that will stay with you long after you've seen it. Number 2. X-Men First Class. X-Men First Class is a 2011 American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics superhero team the X-Men. It is the 5th film in the X-Men film series and serves as a prequel to the original trilogy. The film is set in the 1960s during the Cold War and tells the story of how Charles Xavier and Eric Lencher became Professor X and Magneto, respectively, and how they formed their opposing teams, the X-Men and the Brotherhood of Mutants. The film stars James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, and Nicholas Hoult. The film begins with Eric Lencher as a young boy in a Nazi concentration camp, where his magnetic powers are discovered by a Nazi scientist. After the war, Eric becomes a Nazi hunter, seeking revenge on the scientist who killed his mother. The film explores the themes of prejudice, discrimination, and the nature of good and evil. It also shows the complex relationship between Charles and Eric, who are both fighting for what they believe in, but have different ideas about how to achieve it. X-Men First Class is a well-made and entertaining film that is a great introduction to the X-Men universe. It is also a must-see for fans of the franchise. Number 1. Silver Lining Playbook. Silver Linings Playbook is a 2012 American romantic comedy drama film written and directed by David O. Russell. The film was based on Matthew Quick's 2008 novel The Silver Linings Playbook. It stars Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence, with Robert De Niro, Jackie Weaver, Anupam Kher, Chris Tucker, John Ortiz and Julia Stiles in supporting roles. The story follows Pat Solitano Jr., a man with bipolar disorder who was released from a psychiatric hospital after 8 months and moves back in with his parents. Pat is determined to win back his estranged wife, Nikki, but he must first learn to control his emotions and deal with his mental illness. Pat meets Tiffany Maxwell, a mysterious young woman who is also struggling with her own problems. Tiffany offers to help Pat get back in touch with Nikki, but only if he'll do something very important for her in return. As Pat and Tiffany work together, they begin to develop feelings for each other, and they both learn to find hope and happiness in their lives. The film's title is a reference to Pat's belief that life is a film created by God, and that the silver lining is the happy ending that is always waiting for us. The film is a heartwarming story about finding hope and love in the midst of adversity. Comment below and let us know what you think about this video. Also, if you think the video is good, leave a like and share it with your friends. If you want to continue watching videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and join us.